Look, I understand that most freelancers don't bother reading these things, but this time you really need to read it, or at least pay attention to me to break it down for you here, because Upwork is changing some key rules that could actually get your account suspended or stop you from making money. And if you don't pay close attention, it could actually even get you sued. The biggest change that they've made, these AI tools and all that, you can't use AI tools to help you write Upwork proposals or work on Upwork if your client restricts it or if it breaks copyright laws. And here is the thing, even if they don't say it, if the client doesn't even say anything about AI, you are still liable if your use of AI breaks copyright laws. So why now? Why is Upwork bringing all this up now? Probably Upwork may be scared. Yes, all this, if you have been following the news recently, all these AI lawsuits are happening everywhere. Companies are getting sued over AI and all that. Do you get what I'm saying? So Upwork doesn't want to be sued. Companies are getting sued for AI content that actually copy other people's real work. Upwork doesn't want that. So they are putting it all on you. Like the liability on you. They are putting it on you so that you can take responsibility for your use of AI. And if you get sued using AI wrongly, that will be your problem and not Upwork's problem. Do you get it? But here is what this really means. All those copy and paste AI proposals flooding Upwork are about to the no contract sharing rule. What do I mean by this? Like no circumvention actually. You can't give clients your phone number, your email, your WhatsApp, your Instagram, nothing before you sign a contract on Upwork. There is this Upwork new rule I actually find very shocking, and it is that if you work for a particular company called Lifted Solution LLC, Upwork says you won't be allowed to use their service, to use Upwork at all. Even if you've worked there maybe like some 6 months ago and you no longer work there. I don't know what happened between them and Upwork. I really don't know. But it must have been very, very bad. This won't affect most of us, I know. But it actually shows that Upwork would not even mind banning an entire company if they have to. Do you understand? Upwork is actually also cracking down on fake content. So no more fake profile pictures. If you are using a fake profile picture, if you are using AI generated faces in your profile picture on Upwork, if they detect it, there is trouble. And if you also use fake reviews, if they detect it on your profile, you are gone like a bullet out of a gun. So your profile picture has to be you. Your work samples have to be your own. Yes, this one, I would say it slowly. You know, like people actually submit works of other people or random work they find on the internet as their stuff like this more closely now. And for clients, they are now being specific with job payment terms that are actually unreasonable compared to the work required. That's my interpretation. Please, I think I need to pass this caveat too. Like most of the things I'm saying in this video are just my immediate perception of these terms of service, because we are going to observe it as it unfolds, maybe like as they actually implement it, maybe in the next 3 months, as I gather more experience. You know, I have people in my community who would always tell me, I get to know when people's account gets suspended. Some people tell me and get to know a couple of information, so I might have more knowledge about about these old terms, and some things may not be exactly as I've stated it. Yeah, I'm admitting that. So you might need to make your own research. So now let's talk about all these rules, all these terms and this. What does it actually mean for you? In my own view, it could actually mean 3 things. 1, if you've been playing fair so far, this is actually a win for you, because now we should have less scammers, less AI spam, less fake competition. Do you understand? And 2, if you use AI tools, you need to be more careful. And if you, for example, you write for a client, you should ask the client first if it's okay to use AI, maybe like as a tool in the process of your writing. Or for me, I use AI to edit what I have written. So even that, now you need to ask the client expressly. When in doubt, you need to just ask. Or if you are in doubt, don't just use it. Or tell the client that you are actually using it. The most important thing is that don't try to conceal it from the client. Don't conceal the fact that you are using AI from your client. That is what Upwork is saying now. The third one is that you should stop trying to game Upwork system, knowing that as AI has actually made it easy, or like easier to actually game Upwork system, AI has some work they find on the internet as their own work on Upwork. This one even has its intrinsic flaw, in the sense that, I prefer to send a video I worked on to my prospective client, so the client can know that, oh, I worked on it, this is my level of quality of work, this is my style and all that. Because if I send a video that is not done by me to a client, the client would expect that quality from me. And by the time that I actually work with a client, yes, I'll get the first payment, but they would be expecting that quality, that high quality I sent to them. And if I don't deliver on that, the client can easily tell that, oh, something was off. Sometimes clients know some of these things. So you need to be confident in your own work. And that's why I used to say that, for your Upwork, if you are a beginner, put beginner there. Everybody is claiming to be an expert. If you are an intermediate, put intermediate there. If you are an expert, then you can put expert. Because if you are putting expert level of portfolio, and then when you actually do the client's work, you are delivering a beginner level delivery, there will be problem. You get bad reviews, and bad reviews, you won't get new jobs easily. Then talking about reviews, your client review on Upwork now has to be real. This actually may sound very obvious, but apparently it is not super obvious to some people that Upwork has to include it even in their new modification. Or it's already there, this is already known by everybody, but at least now they are stating some things more clearly. Now the fraud rule has actually gotten stricter too, so that freelancers don't, I told you about how I got scammed $800 last year. And so I hope that with this change that we won't experience such things as freelancers anymore. You can also, as freelancer, not fake your work hours. This is actually inappropriate. This is not right. If you work for 5 hours, why should you say you work for 10 hours? It is not right. But as bad as it sounds, some freelancers do it. So if you've been doing that, you need to make adjustments. So they are actually washing